Hello, hello, welcome back. And today we're talking about rituals for beauty. Notice your senses. A definition of that is being sensual. It doesn't always have to have a negative connotation. So today we're talking about, rituals to live a beautiful life. And if you see me looking down, it's because of my notes. But the first point is let glamour be a daily thing. So glamour is a daily thing. Dita Von Teese, I kind of saw some things about her, some clips, some video clips, and she was saying that she does everything like for herself. She wears beautiful clothes and everything for herself. She says if a man is there with you, he gets to enjoy it, but it isn't about him, all the way like that. It was for you. And if he likes it, good for him. But it was about you. And I think that's a really good point, because I feel a lot of us, we're so performance oriented. And I'm not saying that a part of hers isn't, but I think most of us, we perform way too much. Like what we wear is to please other people or to attract this certain attention or whatever. And really, we can just be ourselves and do things for us and God, and leave it at that. Life is way simpler that way. And another thing that she teaches is keep your mystery. Like when you're getting ready, don't let him see you. Unless it's intentional, don't let him see the whole process. You want to look like you came down from another world, and you want it to look effortless, like you just woke up that way in a sense. And so keep your mystique. And, as a woman, you are mysterious. As the feminine, that is mystery. She is the ocean, the depths that can't, be seen or understood in a sense, You are the mystery, so keep it. It's super attractive. It really is. And another thing on a different note is slow down. I'm serious, like slow down. We live such fast-paced lives these days, and I know you're hearing this from absolutely everybody, but I mean it. See what actually matters in life. Like if you think that if I was going to die tomorrow or next week or in 3 months, would all the things I'm doing, would I still be doing them, or are they just like placeholders and fillers and things that I think I should do? There's no law that says that you should be doing all of these things, that we're doing these days. So slow down. You don't have to be involved in every single activity and every single meeting and taking all this extra work upon yourself. Life isn't about that. So, take time in the morning and throughout the day to recenter. So like when you wake up in the morning, don't just like fly out of bed. Give yourself some time to just think, do a little bit of your prayers or intentions for the day, and slow down, and you'll be in a much better mood the rest of the day. And take time throughout the day to recenter, because a lot of times we can just get so wrapped up in the day that we forget that we're just a tiny person on this earth, this piece of rock that's spinning throughout space, and in the middle of this huge galaxy, in the middle of 200 billion galaxies out there. And we get so caught up in the little things that don't really matter in the big picture. So, take more time in your life. I know I'm hammering this point, but it really is so important. We don't have to wear all the hats and do all the things. Like, no one really cares. They honestly don't. When I was doing everything to be the busiest I was, because I always had, this insecurity that I never was doing enough. And when I was doing the most, like doing college classes, when I was getting ready for the SATs and ready to nail it, getting ready so I would nail it. And I was in competitive speech and debate, and I was going to nationals, and I was practicing 3 instruments for these huge recitals or these big recitals, and school, and extracurricular activities, and family, and work, and the family businesses, and learning about crypto and incomes, passive income, and setting all of those things up. Like, I was doing a lot, and no one was impressed. no one cared. Like, and that was the point I realized, that no matter how much I do, no one cares. They really don't. Everyone is so wrapped up in themselves, they really don't care. So only do what is best for you. Okay? And, you know, so take more time in life. Slow down. Notice things. Like, be sensual, like in your senses. Like, actually notice. Like, what are our senses? Taste. Like, notice what you're tasting. Really, like, taste your food like you are romancing it, in a sense. When you're washing your dishes, seduce your dishes. You know, just like fun things like that. You know, it just gives a more fun energy to life. We don't always have to be like super stoic. And, you know, like, what are the rest of our senses? Like sight. Are you really seeing what you're seeing? Or are you like staring into blank space or in your head? You know, thinking about the future and all these things that haven't happened yet. All the things we worry about probably will never happen. And if they do, the worrying won't have helped. So you just drop in the present. And like, what are you feeling? Touch. Like when you're wearing something really soft, like feel it. When you're like have this super soft blanket, you know, really like indulge in it. When you're petting your super soft dog, you know, really like be there with him, with it. And yeah, just like notice. Like, what are you tasting? What are you feeling? What are you hearing? You know, all of those things. And, you know, like do fun things of like, for the point of noticing. You know, say hi to your favorite buildings. You know, take a moment to notice beauty or something that made you happy or grateful. You know, we spend all this time that I was thinking about this last night, that, you know, it's so weird that when we're worried about something, or we really want something to happen and we're like praying to God about it, we like worry so much and spend so much energy, you know, overthinking and worrying if something will go right or not, or what will this person think and all of that. And then the event happens and everything's good and then you're fine. But you've spent all that time worrying about it. And your stomach is getting, you know, all like clenched and you're getting all irritated and everything. But then when something good happens, or something that made you happy, or something worked out right, what do? We are just like, oh yeah, okay, it went good, and then we go on to the next thing. We don't spend the hours and days being like, oh, thank you, that went so well. Like, how could that have happened? That was just so amazing. We don't spend hours and days in the positive sense of the word, you know? We spend hours and days with the worry, but we don't spend hours and days in the gratefulness after the worry is over or after something amazing has happened. And so I think that's a little bit imbalanced, and, you know, we can decide to live another way, you know, where we decide we get to live more in the gratitude, and that will attract more good things towards us. And I can tell you that from personal experience, because I used to be a super negative person and everything. And let me tell you, everything in my life was negative. But once I started changing to be more positive about everything, all of a sudden everyone's acting better, everyone is nicer, everything is working out. It's crazy, but it's true. And also, like, take a minute in the car. Like when we're out and we're just like running errands and we're running out of the car, running back in, driving, getting out, getting back in. We're not taking a minute to just like center ourselves and go into the place super grounded and coming back to our intention for the day, you know? And even when you like come back home, you know, stay in the car for a minute, relax, unwind, put yourself in a different space, a different atmosphere for when you go into your home. And, you know, life is not all about the stress and making money and achieving things that nobody remembers or cares about. You know, we spend so much of our lives doing that and no one cares, no one remembers. It's about you, what's going to make you feel fulfilled and happy and relaxed and at peace with life. You know, you don't always have to be going for, you know, for us high achievers, we're always trying to go to the next level, which is amazing. We should always be striving to make ourselves better and do better, but not to the extent where that's the only thing we're focusing on and not about enjoying life and actually living life. Because, you know, watch my book review on The Untethered Soul. It is so good. Or read the book. It will change your life. It really will. One of the things he says is, you know, like, live your life. Because, like, stop worrying. Just be in the present moment. Everything will resolve itself. Because we're just on this rock, like, spinning throughout space. And work is what we just get to do to spend time during our day. And then family is what we get to do to spend our time in the mornings and the evenings and the weekends. And then sleep is what we just get to do in the night, you know? And anyhow, the way he said it was just really profound. But yeah, I hope these tips helped you for, like, rituals for beauty, living a beautiful life and getting more in your senses, you know? Have a little bit of fun with life. And it can be in a totally positive, good way. You know, we don't have to always take, like, words like sensual and stuff in a negative way. You know, it just really means noticing and being present. And you'll be a different woman than anybody else has ever come in contact with when you do this. I promise you. And if you want to go deeper, definitely check out my course, Divinely Favored. It's down below. It will absolutely change your life. And definitely get on my email list, get your free gift below, and you'll get my email. And if you want to do, like, you know, health coaching, which I offer, like, if you want to get to the weight you want and have your skin the way you want and, like, all of those things, definitely contact me that way. And I would love to work with you. And also, not very many people know, but I also am a professional Western shirt maker, and that I sell shirts. And so I made a course below if any of you guys are into sewing or want to sew and make super amazing gifts for the men in your life. And yeah, I think that's it. And definitely subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.